Bitcoin is right now trading at new all-time highs. The big question is, how far can Bitcoin go in this rally, and are we going to see some pullbacks along the way? Guys, I'm going to share with you in today's video exactly what I'm expecting to happen with the Bitcoin price. But first of all, guys, if you liked the videos over the past couple of weeks that we have been bullish during this whole time and during this rally up, we have been expecting this and remaining bullish, while on Twitter and on other social platforms we have seen so many people becoming bearish, doubting this rally. We had very clear reasonings for not doubting this rally, and now you can see in hindsight, again, like I said in my previous videos, it is always so easy to explain, but we are going to talk about that as well a little bit in today's video. But if you liked the enthusiasm of the last videos, guys, make sure to leave a thumbs up if it helped you in any way to get more profitable. So let's start with the upside targets. First of all, when Bitcoin is seeing a correction and we are actually breaking out a multi-month resistance like we have done right here, like we have did right here, like we have done right here as well. It is going on a multi-week rally, and especially this is a extra confirmation when we can break above the previous all-time high like we have been doing right here. The green candles are coming, right? So here also we had a nice rally up to the resistance. Now we are breaking above the previous all-time high. Of course, we have a couple of days still for the weekly to close, but so far this is looking very, very good. One of the ways to measure a upside target, guys, is to use the Fibonacci extension tool. So that is this tool right here. And I can do that, for example, right here. If I take it from this high till this low, then you can see the Fibonacci extension is right here at 127%, which you already can see is a very important level. It is the level of the previous low at roughly $80,000. But the level above that, which is more important, is the 161%, also the golden ratio extension. As you can see, we actually traded on this level. This was a very important level that is measured from this high to this low. Now, if we do it, for example, from here, we take this high till this low, then you can also see that the target that we've met right here in this rally, that was the 127%. The previous target was in the 100%. So here you can already see how important these levels are. So what does that mean for the rally that we are seeing right now? Well, I definitely think, guys, if we measure the Fibonacci extensions tool right here from the top right here till the bottom, then we can see that the next level to watch is at 119,000 or 118,000 roughly, and the extension of that, the 161%, the golden ratio extension, is at $135,000. Well, I think the first extension is very likely to reach. That is 120 roughly. I'm expecting that if Bitcoin can hold the previous all-time high, I'm expecting this level in the next coming days and weeks to reach. And I've been actually saying already, guys, when Bitcoin was trading at $80,000, I already said that based on GAN methods, I'm expecting Bitcoin to reach $130,000 latest by August. And it looks like we are really on the trajectory. And do take in mind, guys, the moment that I said that, it is of course very different than saying it right now. Right now, we already have seen the rally back to the highs. We already broke above the previous all-time high. So that's what I'm trying to tell you in all these videos, guys. In hindsight, it is so easy to explain. Like, I can tell you already right now, and you probably remember this, during this rally, there were so many people, they were talking about a black swan event. I even made a separate video about it. A lot of people expecting a black swan event. You should not predict a black swan event because often that goes wrong. And why? The main question is, and this is why I want to train you guys up, because this is a lesson that I learned. Why go against the trend? That is the most important question you ask yourself. So when we go to the daily time frame, right here, and you look at Bitcoin and you look at this rally, right? It is a rally without pullback. It is a rally without a single pullback. So we come right here from the lows. Then we rally, we have a big bounce, consolidation, big bounce, consolidation, big bounce, consolidation. Like this price action, in which way does this price action predict a black swan? There is no indication of a black swan or a big correction in this price action. The reason why people are predicting a black swan and they're expecting the price to come down is because they are still in the emotional market state of this period. Guys, I really hope this makes sense, and I really hope you can save this in your emotional brain, because this is so much how the markets work. Right, because even if you would really zoom out, we are still in an uptrend. So we still have an uptrend going on with Bitcoin, right? And if you zoom in, so we have zooming out an uptrend and zooming in, this is such a strong rally. Why should this rally come with a black swan event? And that is something you got to ask yourself, because if you were one of the people that expecting this to break down and to come down, and you acted on that prematurely, so for example, you sold already your position, or you were shorting, then you were handling from an emotional state, because the market has not given any indication of a trend reversal. Then guys, let's have a look at the altcoins, because honestly, most of us are positioned in altcoins and we all want to know what is going to happen with altcoins. But before I'm going to jump into this chart, guys, I quickly want to remind you, if you want to trade Bitcoin without any KYC, or you even want to trade stocks using crypto, I'm recommending two exchanges for this, Bitunix and BTCC exchange. And when you sign up on one of these platforms, using the affiliate link down below in the description, you will get some extra benefits. On Bitunix, you can get a deposit bonus up to $8,000, and on BTCC exchange, you will get a 10% deposit bonus up to $10,000. This is one of the biggest deposit bonuses. Of course, the Bybit deposit bonus of $30,000 is higher, but you need way more requirements to meet the deposit bonus. So a 10% deposit bonus of BTCC is actually one of the biggest, easiest deposit bonuses you can get. And BTCC also offers trading CFDs on their platform. So you can basically trade Tesla, you can trade Apple, you can trade gold using US dollar Tether as collateral. So guys, if you are interested in that, make sure to sign up with the affiliate link down below. Now, when we have a look at the altcoins, guys, this chart is definitely lagging to the Bitcoin chart, and maybe it would be even funny to overlay the Bitcoin chart on this basically on this price as well, because what we can see when we overlay the Bitcoin chart is that normally they go really hand in hand. If Bitcoin goes up, the altcoin goes up as well. But as you can see right here, the altcoins have really been lagging. So there is a divergence forming between this Bitcoin rally and the rally in altcoins, which means that liquidity is being sucked up by Bitcoin during this rally. And normally, guys, that is actually a very normal thing to see, to be honest. This is a pretty normal thing to see, because once the rally of Bitcoin is done, and it will drag a lot of new people into this asset class, into crypto, because it will generate a lot of hype. Don't forget that right now Bitcoin is trading back above all-time highs. This will create a lot of hype. News will start talking about Bitcoin again. People starting to wake up. People who have been not interested in crypto anymore for a couple of years, they suddenly wake up. Oh wow, is it up again? Let's look at my portfolio, or let's invest some more. So this is how the retail emotional psychological cycle works. Right, in the bear market, they all leave. They're all going to go away until the news finally gives them the attention again. Like, yo, crypto is booming again. And then they, of course, are already too late. But yeah, that's the moment that they are waking up, because they are not the hardcore diamond hand holders who are in the space all the time, who are buying when things are low. Right, so that is basically the difference. So what happens normally is that Bitcoin rallies, which we are seeing right now, new all-time high price discovery, that needs to cool off. But it's not cooling off yet. Let Bitcoin rally first. The focus will be on Bitcoin. Once Bitcoin finds its new top and it will start to come down a little bit, it will start to move sideways, this is the moment that this liquidity will flow into altcoins, and I'm expecting this chart to break out. And guys, I cannot expect anything less than great gains on altcoins, because the previous time we had a consolidation, we broke out, we had a rally of, let's see, a rally of almost 100%, and right now we are even in the last phase of the bull market, something that I've been talking about so many times. So this is, I believe, very bullish, but we got to be realistic as well. We have not yet seen the breakout. So like I said in my previous videos, because this is something that I mentioned very clearly, we want to see a pullback from this resistance. That is perfectly normal, but that pullback should not go too low. If it goes too low, it shows weakness, and this is actually a perfect pullback. The momentum indicator is a little bit high, but like I said, a lot of people with Bitcoin also were talking about bearish divergences. They don't mean anything. The momentum indicator being overbought doesn't mean anything if the price action doesn't confirm that as well. If the price action is not breaking down, like in the bull market, the momentum indicator can be very high for a very long time. Irrational. Look at this. This is a perfect example. Momentum indicator is high, right? It is overbought. Okay, coming here, we have a bearish divergence. We have a high, lower high, and a higher high in the price. Look what happens. It just goes up. It just goes up. This is the mania phase. If you would have listened to these bearish divergences, guys, of course, at the end we have a bearish divergence and we top, okay. But if you would have listened to these bearish divergences, you would have missed this whole rally. That's because you don't understand the market dynamics, because when we are in the mania phase, in the hype phase, these things doesn't matter, and price action always needs to confirm if you want to be safe. That's why we also want to wait right now. We want to see this one breaking out to the upside with a lot of spectacular volume. We also want to do it in a short amount of time. So when we break out, it should go quickly, leaving most people behind, so that most people do not get a chance to get in these altcoins anymore, because it grows too fast. It will leave them sidelined, and then they will doubt until the altcoins go higher, until they finally think like, you know what, okay, let's just put everything I have into these tokens, and that is often that we are close to a top. So that's basically how it works, guys. So be careful for that. I'm really trying to teach you here a little bit the emotional state of the markets, because we've seen it, we've been in it in the past couple of weeks, and I gotta be very honest with you guys. During this rally, I feel the insecurity too. I know the market feels the insecurity. I know you feel the insecurity. I know everyone is feeling that insecurity. Otherwise, I would not feel it. But the reason I can be so secure, because I have a set of rules that I listen to. So the rules are that we are in an uptrend and the structure is pointing to an uptrend. The structure is pointing bullish. Those are, for example, the rules. The rules are also, we have a breakout from a multi-month declining consolidation. Another rule is we are in the last phase of the bull market. These are the rules. So when I then feel the uncertainty and doubt within that rally, I can easily talk myself out of it and present to you guys a bullish trajectory and more confidence, because I can just see that there's nothing yet indicating that my uncertainty is actually valid for the price action, or is linked to the price action right now at all. It is not linked to the price action. Why? Because it is linked to this price action. All the people who talk bearish during this rally, guys, I'm just going to be honest, and it's not to bash on people, because I've been this person too, and I might be this person in the future as well. It is not about bashing other people. It is about learning in this process, right? The people who are bearish during this rally, they are so, I personally believe, because they are in the emotional state of the markets right here. So the state of the markets is changed here. This is a different state of the market. So if you feel this state, but the price action is doing this, and that's why it's so different, because this is a divergence between how you feel and what the market actually does. That's why it's so confusing, guys. That's why we have to let go of the emotional state and learn about this and get these insights. That's what I'm trying to do here. So yeah, basically what we want to see right now, guys, we want to see Bitcoin holding the previous all-time high. That would be beautiful. We are getting closer to a 60-day cycle low, so definitely like late longers are getting more risk right here. That's something to watch. Next 60-day cycle low I want to see, and I would love to see that above or like on the previous all-time high. That would be awesome, and then we can go to the next rally, because I believe we are in the last phase of the bull market. Next target will be $118,000 to $119,000. That is roughly $8,000 to $9,000 higher than to the levels that we are trading right now. Guys, that was it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave every single one of you a thumbs up. And if you haven't done that, make sure to still leave that thumbs up, guys. Make sure to subscribe down below. And if you want to support the channel, if you want to trade, then make sure to join one of the exchanges in the description down below. Bit2Nix and BTCC are probably the most easiest exchanges to onboard right now. They provide some benefits. You can access their platform without KYC. You don't need any VPN as well. They have high liquidity, so it is a smooth trading experience. So I would highly recommend one of these exchanges if you are living in a restricted country. If you can use Bybit, then definitely give Bybit a try, because they also recently launched trading stocks on their platform. So you can now use your US dollar Tether to trade Apple, Tesla, gold on their platform as well. So it's pretty interesting how traditional finance right now is coming to the crypto space in big amounts, right? So that is it's interesting to see, and it's going to offer a lot of opportunities. A lot of these charts have less volatility, but the coming months and years that we are going to see, guys, are going to be wild. They're going to be very wild. I believe we could be seeing something similar like the end of the Roaring 20s, where everything goes up, every retail person is leveraged up. That was happening in the late 1920s. I'm going to make more videos about that, so don't worry. I'm going to bring you guys more along in that, in these thoughts and perspectives that I have. But for now, this was the market update for today. Guys, I want to wish every single one of you a very beautiful and blessed day. I wish you all a beautiful day. And I hope to see every single one of you, as always, in the next video, guys. Bye-bye.